Let's talk about print and how this would work with your seasonal color palette, your yin-yang balance, and your personal style. Let's go. So let's talk about this fabric's color palette, and we are going to use fans to start to dissect what color is most prominent in this. Obviously with prints, we're never going to get a print, or very rarely are we going to get a print that is just 100% in our color palette. So what we want to do is we want to use our fans, and if you got a seasonal color analysis, they should have given you a fan, and we're going to start comparing it. So I have the benefit of having multiple fans, so I can really test this, but you can do this even if you have your own fan, and we're going to start to go through that now. So immediately I'm thinking that these colors are cool. So let's go with our pure cools. We're going to do our summers and our winters, and we're going to start with True Summer and True Winter. So immediately I am going to put True Winter here, and I'm just going to put the fan on top and kind of see, does this feel like a does this color meet the colors here? Do they feel like they belong in the same family? It's not far off. I do feel like this True Winter is sitting a little bit on top of this color, like we noticed these colors first. But let's go through our fan and see if we can find some of these colors within our fan. Again, this is a tool. You may not find the exact color within your fan, but let's try to find our blues. So this is pretty close, but I'm going to say that this feels softer than these colors. Let's try to find our pinks. All right, let's look. Again, these are feeling a little bit brighter than this. And we obviously have our black. That is a winter color, but it is such a small part. While it's the background, there's so much foreground print that I'm not too concerned about this black. And we have this little bit of gold yellow, again, probably not cool, but I'm not too concerned about it because we're looking at the overall holistic view of the print. So winter, I'm feeling like True Winter is sitting a little bit on top of that. I noticed this fan before I noticed the print, and they don't feel like they have a natural harmony. So let's go on to our summers. So I think True Summer is going to be a pretty good fit. Let's just push out this fan and see if these feel in line. To me, these feel like they have a natural connection. If we go through the fan and we try to source out our blues, I am seeing a lot of natural progression between these colors here. If we go to our pinks, again, we are going to be fiddling with this because we are trying to find, is there a natural progression to these colors? Again, it doesn't have to be a perfect match. We are just trying to see, do these colors feel in line with this print? And I'm going to say they do. I feel like this softness matches this. Now, what about these things? This has a bit of warmth to it. Should we try Light Summer too and see if this is a better match? So again, we are seeing a connection here. Let's see if we can find our blues. Are our blues a better match for this print? It's pretty close. We're seeing some of the options. Purples, I'm not loving the purples as much. So here, let's see. Here we have our Light Summer. And we're just trying to see, now again, these are sister seasons, so they're somewhat close. Which one feels a little bit more in line? And I'm going to have to say I'm still liking True Summer just a little bit. Now let's just do one more check. Let's try our Soft Summer just to make sure we're not. So these are feeling pretty overall soft compared to this print. I'm not seeing the connection as much as I am with True Summer. Again, they just feel like they're not quite doing it. Whereas here, you're seeing a lot of connections between these two colors. Okay, so I feel comfortable that this would be a good True Summer print. Let's say 80% of the print is very close within our palette. Now, this is a silk, and we are going to go into what this print is like, the scale of the print, and how it would work with your yin and yang balance. So let's do that. We're feeling like this has some connections to it. Yes? So we have our print. So this is a printed silk, and it has a medium scale floral pattern on it. Now let's talk about what style lines would this create. We can see that it's very flouncy. This is not holding up structure. If I put this out, it collapses. Printed silks are great for draped gowns. They're great for curve accommodations. They are harder to build structure into. So immediately, this is going to be a great fabric for a lot of curve accommodations because it is going to easily drape over the body and create harmony on the body because it's basically molding to the body's shape. Now, would you say, okay, could a kid be dramatic wear this fabric? Yes, they could, but it would involve a lot more tweaking and internal structure because this, it won't hold its shape. It falls. It would be very difficult to get a straight, taut line in this fabric. Now, what if you said, now this goes into the shapes now. Could you get rectangular or tubular shapes with this? Yes. So what you would have to do in order to build some more structure into this, because this line would be a lightweight, soft, curved line naturally, you would have to add lining, you would have to add structural elements like darts and or pleats, or something that creates visual straightness, and you would most likely have to add some interfacing, which is internal structure. So you'll see that within collar lapels and stuff when you want to strengthen the appearance of a fabric. It would be difficult. You would be fighting a little bit because naturally this fabric just wants to glide over the body. It naturally just wants to sit and feel close to the body. It does not want to hold its shape. So don't be like, but I'm a flamboyant natural and I would totally wear this. Yes, I would too. We're just talking about what this fabric naturally does. Where does it feel at home in? Silks are great for all IDs. They just have different styling techniques and different seaming and different overall appearance when you combine things. So now essence-wise, now I'm not talking about any specific thing, but I'm talking about like, okay, we have this fabric. It is not super small scale. It is more of a medium to large, I would say a moderate or medium scale. So if we're thinking about Kitchener essences and florals, I'm not thinking natural for this. I know people love to equate natural elements with the natural essence, but in my opinion, Kitchener's natural essence is very sporty, very woodsy, and I am not getting that quality from this. Could a natural make it work? Sure. Again, any ID or any essence could make anything work. If that's the case, we're thinking about the totality of the look and all the details, all the 4 style pillars. But generally speaking, I would probably put this in the romantic or ingenue category. And you might be thinking, Gabby, totally romantic. What are you thinking? Or you might be thinking, Gabby, no, ingenue for sure. That's not like seductress. We have to remember that these are not boxes. So you have to take in the entire garment and how you would style it. Because if we took this fabric in this scale, here, we build a romantic look with it. We have form fitting, we have drapes, we have more of a mature yin aspect to this. And then we add in hair and shoes, and it really completes the romantic vibe. Could you take this fabric and put it in this silhouette? And yes, this is a little bit more moderate scale, so we're breaking that rule or bending it. But again, totality. Here in this silhouette, we see shorter silhouettes. We see shorter flounces. We see more youthful energy here. So, and then we add in hair like this and shoes like this or full accessories, and we can see the flexibility of a fabric. So we're not just looking at one element and we're saying, yes, this works, or no, this doesn't. What we're trying to take in is out of the entire look, what could I do with this? How could I tweak it to make it work? Or is it too much leaning outside my style toolbox? And yeah, if you find this helpful, let me know and we can make it into a series because I have a ton of fabrics that I've collected over my years of being a designer that I would love to put to good use. So I hope this was helpful. Again, I'm not Kibbe or Kitchener, so I am not making determinants on their systems. This is just my opinion on this fabric. Until next time.